You need to watch this if you snack at night. Have you ever found yourself standing in front of the refrigerator late at night, the soft glow of the fridge light illuminating your face as you debate whether or not to grab that tempting snack? Maybe you're scrolling through your phone in bed, feeling a little hungry, and you start thinking about all the delicious treats you could munch on before drifting off to sleep. If this sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. Millions of people around the world have developed the habit of nighttime snacking, whether it's out of boredom, stress, or simply because it feels comforting after a long day. But what if I told you that those late-night snacks could be sabotaging your sleep and leaving you feeling groggy the next morning? Let's dive into the science and psychology behind why certain foods can disrupt your sleep, and more importantly, which ones you should absolutely avoid if you want to wake up feeling refreshed and energized. Your favorite bedtime treats might be ruining your sleep. It's easy to reach for something sweet or salty when you're winding down for the night, but not all snacks are created equal, especially when it comes to how they affect your body and mind as you try to rest. Here's what to avoid. First up, chocolate. Chocolate is often seen as the ultimate comfort food, and for good reason. It's rich, creamy, and comes in so many varieties that it's hard to resist. But did you know that eating chocolate before bed could be one of the worst things you can do for your sleep quality? Let's break down why. Sure, it's tasty, but it's packed with caffeine and sugar, your brain's worst enemy when you're trying to snooze. Most people associate caffeine with coffee or energy drinks, but chocolate, especially dark chocolate, contains a surprising amount of caffeine as well. Even a small piece can give your brain a subtle jolt, making it harder for you to fall asleep or stay asleep throughout the night. And let's not forget about the sugar. When you eat sugary foods like chocolate, your blood sugar spikes, giving you a quick burst of energy. But what goes up must come down, and that sugar crash can leave you feeling restless, anxious, or even wake you up in the middle of the night. If you're someone who struggles with insomnia or just wants to improve your sleep quality, it's best to save the chocolate for earlier in the day. Instead, try reaching for a small handful of nuts or a piece of fruit if you need something sweet before bed. These options are less likely to disrupt your sleep and can even provide some health benefits. Next, spicy foods. Now I know what you're thinking. Spicy foods are delicious. Whether it's a plate of hot wings, a spicy curry, or some chili peppers sprinkled on your dinner, there's something about that fiery kick that makes food so much more exciting. But when it comes to bedtime, spicy foods are a big no-no. Here's why. They might taste awesome, but they can cause heartburn and wild dreams that'll have you tossing and turning. Spicy foods are notorious for causing indigestion and heartburn, especially if you eat them close to bedtime. When you lie down after eating something spicy, stomach acid can more easily travel up your esophagus, leading to that uncomfortable burning sensation known as acid reflux. Not only does this make it harder to fall asleep, but it can also wake you up in the middle of the night, gasping for water or antacids. But that's not all. Spicy foods have also been linked to more vivid and sometimes bizarre dreams. Scientists believe that the increase in body temperature caused by spicy foods can disrupt your sleep cycles, leading to more frequent awakenings and, yes, those wild, memorable dreams. So, if you want a peaceful night's sleep, it's best to save the hot sauce for lunch instead of dinner. And if you're craving something with a little flavor, try a small serving of whole grain crackers or a banana, both of which are gentle on the stomach and can actually help promote relaxation. It's cold and creamy, but the sugar rush can leave your brain wired. Goodbye, sweet dreams. Ice cream is another popular late-night treat, and it's easy to see why. There's something so comforting about digging into a bowl of your favorite flavor while you unwind after a long day. But unfortunately, ice cream is loaded with sugar and fat, both of which can wreak havoc on your sleep. When you eat ice cream before bed, the high sugar content causes your blood sugar to spike, giving you a temporary boost of energy. This might feel good in the moment, but it can make it much harder for your body to wind down and prepare for sleep. Plus, the fat in ice cream takes longer to digest, which means your body is working overtime while you're trying to rest. This can lead to discomfort, indigestion, and even nightmares. If you're looking for a cool treat before bed, try a small bowl of Greek yogurt with a drizzle of honey or some frozen berries. These options are lower in sugar and fat, and they contain nutrients that can actually help you relax and fall asleep more easily. Fourth, pizza. Pizza is a classic comfort food, and it's not uncommon to crave a slice or two late at night, especially after a long day or a night out with friends. But as delicious as pizza is, it's one of the worst foods you can eat before bed. Let's talk about why. Sorry pizza fans, but the cheese and greasy toppings make your belly work overtime, and nobody wants a wrestling match in their stomach at 2 a.m. Pizza is loaded with fat, especially from the cheese and greasy toppings like pepperoni or sausage. Fatty foods take much longer to digest than carbohydrates or proteins, which means your digestive system is still hard at work long after you've finished eating. This can lead to discomfort, bloating, and even acid reflux, all of which can make it nearly impossible to get a good night's sleep. In addition, pizza is often high in sodium, which can make you feel thirsty and cause you to wake up in the middle of the night needing water. If you absolutely must have pizza, try to enjoy it earlier in the evening and opt for lighter toppings like vegetables and lean proteins. And remember, moderation is key. Last, chips. Chips are the ultimate snack food, crispy, salty, and oh so satisfying. But when it comes to bedtime, they're one of the worst choices you can make. Here's why. All that salt makes you thirsty, and you'll end up running to the kitchen for water, or the bathroom, all night. Chips are not only high in sodium, but they're also often loaded with unhealthy fats and artificial flavors. Eating salty foods before bed can cause your body to retain water, leading to bloating and discomfort. Plus, the thirst that comes from all that salt can have you waking up multiple times during the night to get a drink of water, which disrupts your sleep cycle and leaves you feeling tired the next day. If you're craving something crunchy, try air-popped popcorn or sliced veggies with a little hummus. These options are lower in sodium and fat, and they can satisfy your craving without sabotaging your sleep. So if you want to wake up feeling fresh, skip these 5 foods before bed. Instead, focus on snacks that are gentle on your stomach and can actually help you relax. Some great options include a small bowl of oatmeal, a banana, a handful of almonds, or a cup of herbal tea. These foods contain nutrients like magnesium and tryptophan, which can promote relaxation and help you fall asleep more easily. It's also important to pay attention to your body's hunger cues. Sometimes we eat out of habit or boredom rather than true hunger. Before reaching for a snack, ask yourself if you're really hungry or if you're just looking for something to do. If you're not truly hungry, try drinking a glass of water, reading a book, or practicing some gentle stretching to help your body wind down. Your future self will thank you. Sweet dreams and snack smart. Remember, the choices you make before bed can have a big impact on how you feel the next day. By avoiding these 5 foods and choosing healthier alternatives, you'll set yourself up for a night of restful sleep and a morning full of energy. So the next time you're tempted to reach for that chocolate bar or bag of chips, think about how you want to feel when you wake up. Your body and your mind will thank you for making the smart choice. Sleep well, and don't forget to treat yourself with kindness and care every night.